Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video to do my English dub RWBY Ice Queendom episode 5 review. Um so um Another intriguing episode. Um So this episode picks up where they left off in the last episode, which was Awaken a Dream is the title of the episode, but it was RWBY like wakes up, like she leaves the dream world or whatever, from where Weiss is. And she's trying to battle it, but actually she was ejected from the caster or whatever. And Basically she was taken out of there because they're afraid of her safety. Her doll stitch thing was getting hit, so that's how they could tell. So they basically got her out of there, and they basically regrouped and reassessed. Blake and Yang both wanted to get in there. When they did it, RWBY wanted to go by herself as the leader, but they were like, no, and so they decided to both go in together. When they went back into the dream world, we did see Team Juniper, wishing them on before they went into the dream world again. They go into the dream world. They are investigating, but again, their ultimate goal is to kind of, get Weiss out of there. Before they teleport into the dream world again, though, Shinon basically explains to them that the Weiss that they fought is a negative Weiss. Actually, I should say Professor Osmond actually said that. He termed it that, I should say. And it was so weird when they termed Weiss the quote-unquote negative Weiss. And why was I so fascinated about that? Because it came to my head right away. And I just thought it was really weird that they used that term right away. So basically, this was used in Codename Kids Next Door. And I thought this was really fascinating, especially the way they worded it, that there's a positive and a negative Weiss. And that you're fighting the negative Weiss, the regular Weiss is, sleeping right now. Again, I just don't get what the benefit of this is. I don't get the benefit of what the whole Weiss is, being in the dream world. What is the benefit? Oh, is she going to basically sleep forever in a fictional dream world? Or is there going to actually be a way for her to actually get to the real world with this negative version? And I bring this up now because they use the term negative and positive, because there was a similar episode, like I said, in Codename Kids Next Door, where way back when I watched this Codename Kids Next Door, where number 4 wanted to be the leader. As you guys know, if you've watched Codename Kids Next Door, he wanted to be a leader, but he never was allowed to. But negative number 4 from the negative version did become leader, and he was pure evil. And it's very similar to Weiss in a way. And I just think it was so really peculiar on the way this whole episode was handled in that capacity. And I'm very curious to see if this is the benefit of them coming to the real world. Because they've really given us no indication of exactly what happens to these people. Did they sleep forever, or in this vine where they're trapped into this world, or do they eventually come out? That's never really been explicit. But nonetheless, they go back into the dream world, and in this dream world, as we all know, RWBY's weapon is backwards, for shooting out, the bullets and stuff like that. But when it comes to Yang and Blake, pretty much their weapons are the same, as they are in Yang's case, maybe even better, packing better punches. They witness what their version of the White Fang is, or what Weiss has been told, and that's how she manifests in her dream. So they got their coins. They eventually they're trying to basically get to the tower or whatever to free Weiss. They basically come to the realization that they should just let themselves get captured and let Blake investigate, because Blake is not on her whole to-do thing. Not on her radar like RWBY and Yang are, because she's a Faunus. So she's undetected. Blake and Yang's manifest parts, from the dream world had been freed, and so they went into their place and basically, let themselves get captured, to go into the room. Why would you let yourself go into a room, or why would the goons let them go into a room with weapons? I'll never know, but they did. So you see this talking door thing that's asleep that let him get away. Once they go asleep, RWBY finds a relic chess piece, a rook, I should say, or knight. Actually, no, it was a knight. It was not a rook. My bad, knight. A red knight's chess piece relic, and they basically say that we need to find another one that's more closer to Weiss. Blake picks the lock and gets them out of there. However, they recommend that one of them stays to keep the face guard thing occupied. Yang loses rock, paper, scissors to RWBY, so Yang has to stay behind as RWBY and Blake go together to, try to free positive Weiss. Weiss is basically, in her headquarters, I guess, and trying to, again, prove her worth to her father in this negative version. We should also note that during the episode after they got freed, they did meet all the versions of Team Juniper in this, and we did get to see Pura in what was one of the concept arts of the show, which was Pura basically dressing up as Weiss in Pura-like colors. This was one of the concept things that they had shown. It was an outfit that Weiss had worn in the later volumes of the original series that we had seen. Her wearing, the only difference is Pura was wearing, the same clothes, but, in her, colors, not the winter colors. So I thought that was kind of interesting. She was singing. So there was that. I don't know if that was actually the voice actor who was doing that, or if they actually brought in a singing voice actor to do it specifically. But I thought that was kind of a cool touch as well. It will be interesting to see if this negative Pura that's in this dream world will eventually be in a dream world later on for Pura, because we know, I believe in the second episode, Pura did kind of have a crack in her neck as well. So maybe that will be a telling tale for later on. Who knows? But nonetheless, it kind of was one off. RWBY kind of just left after that. As they try to search for her. But once again, they were confronted by Negative Weiss. And Negative Weiss was not too happy about them. And basically said, there are no faunists in my world. And that's where the episode ended. Very, very straightforward episode. A lot of cool tidbits. But again, I just thought it was kind of really interesting that they had this, quote, negative version of Weiss. You know, there was a negative version of Weiss. Again, complete. Interesting that they've taken, you know, obviously the whole concept of this whole nightmare thing was the Nightmare on Elm Street thing, but they're kind of putting in their own thing, and now they're doing this thing very similar to Codename Kids Next Door. But again, I'd like to really know what the whole end game of this dream world is. Like, are these negative versions of these characters actually going to be in the real world? Or is this just going to be just some virtual, like, thing the whole way? Like, are they just going to be, like, fighting in people's dreams the entire season? Is that what this whole thing is about? Like, are they going to actually, like, start fighting, like, in, you know, the real world at some point? You know? I don't know. I just think, like, where is this building to? What is this dream world thing building to? Is really what my is really the questions I really have coming out of this episode. Is where are we building this to? You know, we seen the recaps originally from the original episodes on, you know, very similar events, but now we're going into this dream direction. We really haven't had any actions from all the other villains so far, from, you know, that should be in this, you know, version. So I don't know. I don't know what to expect here. It'll be really interesting to see where they go with this whole dream world thing and where everything stands. But yeah, that is my review on this one. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, rate, subscribe, hit the bell for all the latest contents. Again, we do have the, you know, comments disabled for approval. If you are, you know, an approved commenter, you can comment. That's how we kind of handle these spoiler issues. Because we don't want spoilers. We're an English dub channel, as you guys know. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku. Peace. Also, besides my YouTube channel, make sure to follow me on Twitch at SS Ultimate Goku, as well as Instagram at SS Ultimate Goku, as well as I do have my Discord server, which if you go to that Discord server, we have discussions of anime, cartoons, fictional live-action movies, TV shows, and all the works, basically, sports and other stuff. So yeah, make sure to check that out. And now I'm out. Peace.